Hello Sagittarius, this predictions for Wednesday, October 9th, 2024, and the cycle you are beginning is full of movement, dynamics, and activity. You can expect very active moments and days professionally and with much social engagement. You'll need to charge yourself with energy, but you're going to enjoy it a lot. On the other hand, prepare to search through your old papers or documents for some work from the past that you might need now. Or maybe that idea you noted down a while ago that seemed very far-fetched is gradually taking shape, giving you a sense of satisfaction and confidence in your abilities. Nevertheless, don't let your guard down or think that everything is done. Even in the best moments of our lives, we need to maintain a certain level of alertness and pay attention to the small details that can sometimes become major obstacles. This is an appropriate time to revisit some old hobbies you left behind along the way. Hobbies often reflect our personalities and help us discover facets of our intrinsic character. There are very disorganized people who manage to moderate or cushion their tendency toward chaos through their hobbies, for example. Be careful with the expenses you incur these days, financially speaking. You may have to shell out more money than you thought, so you will need to keep your finances very organized. Now let's get into the specific details of love, health, work, and your compatibilities for today. Health. Purifying the body is a healthy activity you can undertake every so often. Like cats when they cleanse themselves, there are many ways to do this, from smoothies to infusions that help you eliminate toxins. Don't do it on your own, consult a nutrition specialist to ensure the process is safe. The liver is one of the targets you might focus on, since it accumulates all the waste in the body. We often don't realize it, but if you eat a lot of fried food or drink alcohol, even occasionally, everything ends up there. A good way to discipline your movement or exercise routine is to set simple and achievable goals that you can conquer little by little. If you walk, set simple goals that you can achieve gradually, adding minutes to your sessions. This can be an effective way to improve your performance, especially if you're someone who hasn't exercised much in a while. A digital app to track your steps is another clever way to add a motivational touch to your workouts, and of course, music. If you put on headphones, everything flows perfectly. At work, people are very attentive to your ideas, whether you work from home or in person. This is something you have gradually achieved over time by expressing sensible and coherent thoughts and resolving situations that seemed very complicated. Your ability to empathize with your colleagues is one of the most positive keys that will help you immensely in your professional career. Creating good work environments, even through private conversations, help stimulate the tasks of others, which is one of the best keys to making the whole professional team function effectively. Let's say when a dark chickpea or pea appears at the end, everything can get disrupted. So, you also need to contribute to making the atmosphere cordial. If you're looking for work, today one of your key points is that you will feel your collaboration, even in the interview, will have positive consequences. It will be well received and executed properly. In financial matters, during this period, you may face some tensions in your household budget, unexpected expenses, or old debts that you now have to settle, which may complicate your financial situation a bit. However, this is nothing you can't solve with your intelligence and dialogue skills. Moving forward, stay alert to small imbalances, those you think are unimportant but, when accumulated, can turn into a real headache. If not a labyrinth from which you don't know how to escape. In love, don't engage in arguments that lead nowhere. Whenever you find yourself in the middle of a dispute, try to stop the flood and think if it leads to something worth it. If not, let the arguments pass and don't get caught up in them. Koreans often resolve disputes between friends or family with a spicy meal, which leaves you no choice but to focus on those hot topics. This is just an example, you don't have to take it literally, but every society tends to have its own way of resolving conflicts. Dare to say today what the situation demands without worrying about the judgment you may receive for it. Just maintain a good tone and manner, but don't hold back anything you want to express. Also, be cautious if you're single, because it's a good time to do something adventurous with your circle of friends. You might chat, write, or do something fun that reflects conquest, joy, and happiness. Even if you stay home on the sofa and relax. It's essential to engage in activities that bring you happiness, even if it's just talking to people you value. That's also love, because it's self-love. In energy, today is a good energetic moment for you. It may not be the best, but it's sufficient to face the challenges of this period. In fact, the stars encourage you to accept that some of your ambitions and dreams are close to being fulfilled, and you will need to rise to the occasion. The positive situation you should enhance today is making the most of your capacity to empathize with others. This can lead to intense and fruitful communication. On the negative side, be careful not to trust that small problems, especially if they're financial, will resolve themselves magically without any effort on your part, and even less so that they will fix themselves over time. You need to be very proactive to prevent difficulties from growing like yeast. And also beware of getting swept up in discussions, as this leads to uncomfortable and unwanted situations. For students, during this time, you need to organize your subjects much better so that you're not caught by surprise. You should stay organized and get ahead on assignments to breathe more easily later. But since you're super intelligent, I'm sure you'll manage it quickly. Compatibility, today, you have a wonderful day with these 3 signs. Firstly, with people of the sign Leo, you have a day full of closeness in communication. Anything you feel needs clarification, or perhaps someone from that sign wants to clarify something about a past misunderstanding, will likely happen today, and it will be resolved well without any resentment. Secondly, with people of the sign Libra, you have a very good connection, especially regarding responsibility. And also beware of getting swept up in discussions, as this leads to uncomfortable and unwanted situations. For students, during this time, you need to organize your subjects much better so that you're not caught by surprise. You should stay organized and get ahead on assignments to breathe more easily later. But since you're super intelligent, I'm sure you'll manage it quickly. Compatibility, today, you have a wonderful day with these 3 signs. Firstly, with people of the sign Leo, you have a day full of closeness in communication. Anything you feel needs clarification, or perhaps someone from that sign wants to clarify something about a past misunderstanding, will likely happen today, and it will be resolved well without any resentment. Secondly, with people of the sign Libra, you have a very good connection, especially regarding responsibility.